Dente Museum Hall. So inside we have an exhibition sort of museum. This is our collector. And you can see here as museum. So come. Okay, so this now, we have quite many collective different pictures of the different monastery in Tibet in the different regions. And not all, but many what we have here. And also many of them are very beginning time. Nowadays they have been completely changed, So some are very beginning then. So each of them, for example, here, if you look from there, that is in Kyungbo, in the Kham area. This is in the Kham, Zamenye, the Kundu, one of the famous, the Kundu lineage from Kundu Tulku, maybe Darek you know, right? So he's produced, and then in Nyagrong, one of the quite well-known monastery in Nyagrong area in eastern Tibet. And also, this is in a Kham region, that is also in a Kham, we call in Lingzang kingdom, but Chotsang Gompa, So different monasteries, all these are different monasteries of then, when we took it. So it's kind of beginning or restarting or just beginning of rebuilding in the different regions. And some of them are holy areas as well as, this is one of the holy lake it's like a elephant footprint lake in Gerong, which is the birthplace of the Nyameshirab Jalse and the famous Pombo kingdoms in early days. Yeah. Oh, this is the Sharja. Sharja Rinpoche, you should take this one nicely. Sharja Ritu, which is a hermitage of the Sharja place, where the Sharja Rinpoche has enlightened in a rainbow body. And this is now what you see is the den. But now they have built a very new temples and living quarters, and it's very much different. And all the way far inside, I think the Sharja Rinpoche Koni Shuksa Dijabul Re. Okay. So Sharja Rinpoche particularly lived in the whole life and the retreat was far inside this corner, I think. Oh yeah. So the particular place in this same area, particular place here, this area where the Sharja Rinpoche last minute took the rainbow body, where he entered into the cabin and then blocked the door, and then he remained there until he was disappeared in the light. So he did left only hair and the nails and his clothes. Nothing else, all are completely wrapped and transformed into the light. So gradually you can see outside, day by day, so people can see the shining of the different lights and rays and the different shades. Exactly it is mentioned in the text. So this is the very holy place for Pombos. And this is a holy place, one of the holy sites in the Kham Chungbo area. Chungbo reached the six peak holy rocky mountains. The greatest masters have been visited and have also a Temba Namka cave here. Here is a great secret cave of the Temba Namkas in the rock too. You have to get into this hole inside and then you get there. See all the hermits in the different places live, but now they have been completely changed. The new, big, huge monastery, and now they can have a road all the way up, so that it's very easy to be there. Okay, so here now, this is in the Tibetan we call it de. There is an outer and inner and a secret levels. Yeah. So yes. So here, this is the secret kind of, we call here Sadak Trukbi Yoche. Does that mean is balancing the earth instability? When earth naturally, when external elements are disturbed, you get a kind of landslides, and you get if it is more serious and deeper, the earthquake and huge disasters. In order to avoid that, in order to protect from this sort of the offering that you make, this kind of what we call representing all sort of universal structure of the different beings, different spirit, different beings. So that is what we build, what we perform when there is a lot of instability in the area, country, nation-wise or city-wise. So that's how we do it. Each of these paintings and each of these arts has a different meaning of each. Each represent a different spirit, different deity, different power, different energies. So that's how we build normally. So this is now the Garuda actually is a what call a wrathful or fierce form of the deity of wrathful form. And you can see is generally we call it dokpa. Literally dokpa means rejecting, avoiding. So avoiding the obstacles, distractions. But here it means that any obstacle, any distraction, any danger, any inner, outer, and a secret level that's beyond our human ability of physically and a capacity of ordinary level to avoid and push or kick out or remove. So this is through the power of the wrathful deity according to tantric practice that we perform like this de. And at the end of the ceremony, actually, we make all offerings into the fire deity and all burn out. But here we just kept because this is just to show example. And this shows this sky. We call a 8-spoke sky, and the so 8-petaled earth. We believe the earth and the sky. Earth and the sky are kind of like a collectively joined, connected. So sky is like a 8-wheel which has 8 spokes. The earth is like a 8-petaled lotus. In between that we exist with different beings, different level of beings are existing in between. Some we could see each other like we as our the nature or condition we could see, but there's a different spirit and beings that is not able to see by our physical eye, but they are existing. Energetically we could feel, mentally we communicate. For those, through ritual, through prayer, which is in a way of language to communicate them, and then our mental level that to piecing them, blessing them, exercising them as per accordingly. So this is from the tantric and wrathful deity side. Oh yeah. Okay. So this is a very well-known again de, Kalong Sang with de. Every year we performed in Dolenji here. We built same like that, and we perform and we build, and every year in the month of May, Tibetan calendar. This is for the world peace and prosperity and good luck, the environmentally perfect, timely, enough rain, so that people and sentient beings that related are kind of what you call fulfilled their needs according to So that means that to balance the 5 elements, the effect to the energy level to the existing universe. So this is each of these stages actually depending on the different classes of the beings, and it goes all the way the highest level of the being that are existing in this universe. So and at the end we make all burn out. Every year we do this same ritual. We do it actually the whole from ground to the top. It's a whole Mount Meru, the whole universe is there. So we make this offering universe to every year to the fire deity of the enlightened ones in order to bless after the 5-6 days of retreat. So this is now torma, different tormas. For example, this is the torma of the yidams, different yidam. So yidam, there is the outer, inner, and the secret. So this is, see, we have a different tormas of the different yidam, and this is from the inner level. And then this is another, this is Tukse Chamber, the Purba Torma. So different. So in a Tantra, we have many Tantric deities. But to make it all in essence, we have a five main supreme Tantric deities. We call Idam Sankar Chonga, the supreme 5 deities of Tantra, according to Bön. So these are the each of Torma are connecting to this each of the deity. And this is a Garuda. Garuda according to Bön Cosmo. So Garuda is existing on the highest peak of the universe. And there is a particular, we call a particular tree that is existing from the center of the Mount Meru and out on the top. So on that very top, the Garuda nest is there, and that Garuda is existing. So that's where this Garuda symbolized here when we make this sort of old door. So Garuda symbolized that peak complete of the all these existing beings. And this is now Dadar, long life arrow. So 5 color, and you have the arrow shape here, Dadar, this is arrow shape, and then you have here you have the mirrors. And this is actually, that has to be the feather, eagle feather. It's not all the feather part, but inside some special part of the eagle wings. So that and that here. And this bamboo should have 3 joints actually, to have this, which represent the La Yi Sem, our conscious and the subtlemost our conscious awareness and the mind and the consciousness of the mind. So these 3. So this is what it is, Dadar we have here. This is His Holiness, then not now. Now we change. Before it is like this. His Holiness resident, and this is before our temple is extended. This is printed by my brother, younger brother, who is now in Canada. Tingye pinja ka tiri, nima tinduk. Ribuchil puri ngama. Ko rimu pe abor. Ngama jeyong chane. Jaga jeyong rimu ra angitamo. Ningjo doa pugudeso. So this is another part of the tormas we have here. So see 1, 2, 3, 4 different type of the tormas are here. And this is what we call shall say actually. We should have like this actually. One day we can make when we have to. So this is the shall say as offerings. There's 5 offering objects: butter lamp, incense, and the water, and the shall say, and the flower. So this is very much 5 normal. So these are the different the deities connected with tormas, each of them. So just to example to show people to know about it. I think this one. So these are now the modern. Okay. So this is a very unique. And also it's very much only in a Bön truly, it's originated from Shangshung, one of the largest divination. You see, we call it Shangshung Chutik. It is made out of a collective particular shoulder wool from the 100 different sheeps, only from shoulder. Then make this thread. And through this thread, of course, they have to do certain completion of the prayer and practice and recitation. So they make it through, and according to how the knot is being knotted, when you drop it, how the knot are tighted or knotted. So that is how you explain and indicate the purpose of your divination is whatever it is. So these are some other objects for the divination, and this is the origin text in Tibetan and written in Tibetan. An origin text of this, and this is originally from Shangshung and Bön. But now they also, one of the Nyingmas Jumipam that were known as, he kind of copied, or he is using this divination too. So he have put some addition, prayer and prayers, but he usually says it's originated from Bön and from Shangshung. So still it's from Shangshung. And now this one, this is all connected in a first way of the Bön, the first way of the Bön teaching out of 9. So this category, the divination, different divination, this is Chuti, and this is kind of piles, massing dimo, and through this you can see here, 3 crystal beads. So this is the, according to the numbers, you make also divinations. So this is now the more connected with astrology. So how you look at from different shape, different size, connected with the different meanings of each, and also our 12 animals of our, we, according to us, we believe on the 12 animals. So one of us should be connected with one of the animal which is the year of that very animal. For example, now is a monkey year. This is not monkey, sheep year. The next year is the monkey year. So these 12 families of the 12 animals here, and the center one is the how you are connected, all your personal, and this outer side is the stars of the existing day, stars, and this the wrathful form of the, what do you call this, total. And according to Bön and astrology and cosmos, so the whole this universe is kind of laying on the back of the turtle. When the turtle moves, so that's what they call earthquake is coming, no matter whether it is yes or no, but something. So that's how we believe it. So these are the one of the 2 of them are 5 supreme deities according to the Bön Tantra. So this is speech aspect, which is the Lagu, the wrathful deity in the Farsi, but speech aspect of the Buddhas. And this one is the Purpa, is aspect, quality aspect. So body, speech, mind, and quality. So this is a quality aspect. So these are general part of that photos what we have performed every year. This is a real we built in a temple, in a sMenri temple. That same this one, but this is a part of photo. This is now the collective herbs. These different herbs made of such our medicine. So truly Tibetan tradition is originated from the Bön medicine. When the Buddha Tomba Shenab has taught the very beginning, the teachings, so he have taught the very basic thing that is very much we need in our everyday life. So every one of us, one way or other, we get sick and we need to be healed. So not only through the rituals, but through the medicines as well. So he have given this teaching as the medicines, and these are some of the example herbs. You can make powder, you can make pills, you can make also a powder that can be same as you can drink or have with the waters. And these are the instrument. Early days to have an operation, to make different uses. So these all are different instruments. Early day we have also a surgery, not as developed yet. So these all are again. So each of them are for different. This is to cut, different type of. Then these are to make a holes or to pick up or to do something. This is in another part. So these all are different purpose and different instruments that connected with the medicines. And these are different namkas. These are in those you can see that many of aspects. This is all connected with a different spirit, different form of deities, different form of the protectors. So see this all, and this all are made by our monks. And this is now another third way of Bönbo. So the instruments, xiang we call. Small one we call silnye, that we do everyday use. And the bigger one we call xiang, which is used by prayer leaders when we have a big gathering or occasion. So leaders, spiritual prayer leaders will indicate from that. And damarus, the difference. Yeah. So this is now the Chanan to see you genye. So the higher level of the teachings, genye tikpa. So these all are different connected with that. Genye tikpa la mebja de khari dewa no genye tikpa la. So this is one of the 5 supreme deities. We have 2 there. So this is a purpa. It's an action aspect of the Buddha's wrathful deity. And this is a Tagla member. So the Tagla member is one of the most fiercely energetic, fiercely form of. These days we are having puja of Tagla member for His Holiness long life and clearing the obstacles. So this is now the Tantra and the form costumes like a hat, special hat of the Pombo. One time Pombo was known as a white hat. So this way, because of that, this is the white, what we were using it. And then you have a different mask and a symbol of the burn, that as we call it chakshin. And then about the highest Dzogchen teachings, and that is we call it Yangtze Lame, means the supreme-most and above, highest. There's no further higher teaching. So Dzogchen is the ultimate teaching of the burn. So there are some other pictures of some temples, monasteries. So this, His Holiness here, I'm here. This is during the first time when His Holiness visited first time in Tibet. It was 2004. So from here, it is very interesting. This is we call a Konyala. Konyala, you come from the high hill, and when you get on the top, that is from where you can see the sMenri that you saw at the reception, pending. When we reach here, His Holiness get out from the horse. Day was completely sunny, clean sky, no rain, no cloud. All of a sudden, when His Holiness get down from the horse, all of a sudden from nowhere, the thunder light of the dragon 3 times. Thunder light, dragon roaring. Everybody heard it. It's very special, something extraordinary. So this is how we go. So His Holiness is riding on the horse. Yeah, and this is Triten Nubutse. Nidon Shilarde. So this is Triten Nubutse, part of Triten. Now is much more different, And this is now in another part in Nepal. One of the Pombo Geshe have built this monastery. And this is the historically important monastery in exile. This is the Dorpaten monastery where I grew up. And this is the one of the earliest Tibetan settlement in Nepal after the Chinese invasion. So this is our monastery. Trashi Geje Tate Ling, known as is Dorpaten in the place name. So this, Kemburacha, he's the abbot of this. So these all different monasteries in Amdo areas, and I think in that. So this is can you make it, that is the original birthplace monastery of the Nyameshwar Gyaltsen in Gyarong, which is very historically important historical figure of the Burn. This monastery originally belongs to Bon, and this is the first and the center of the 18th kingdom of the Gyarong Pombo monasteries. And then in a Qing dynasty, I think it's in 17th century, Qing dynasty, they have tried to force it to change the religious, right? Converting religious. So it was not easy, so they got a war between Gelug. So with the help of the Qing dynasty, so conquer they killed, assassinated the king of the Chuchen, and then this monastery was forced to change into Gelugpa. And after 200-300 years, again got back and again took back Gelugpa. So now it is belong to the Pombo, one of the very kong lama di senchi ngo tode ngoma lama di tata tenda yoyo pema rinje ra. So there is now a very good monk and Rinpoche from Togden, one of the biggest monastery in Tibet. He have built this is during the time into 1980. I think this photo should be mine. In 87, I went to there. Jachikdong gobje chabdin lol par jare la jong ru jang ngani pel thambo tu di ala wenja gomba. This is very famous in Amdo area in what do you call it, the jami ki khala hore kari kon re Qinghai re Qinghai in the Qinghai province, but it's we call Tibetan, we call Amdo Rekong, one of the famous master in scholarly and practice. Historically, he's very high lama, ala Wenja Rinpoche. So his monastery, and he's still existing. He's a great personality. I have a good fortune to meet him in 1987, and then also in 2009 or 10 in Denmark. He attended for the conference. This is His Holiness Monastery, Gyeongsang in Amdo, East Amdo, where His Holiness is coming from, and he's originally from this monastery, Gyeongsang, and the Gyeongdu Rinpoche is from this monastery, you know. This is another in the same region, but not in the same village. This is the monastery, very earliest monastery rebuilt after the Chinese invasion to have a freedom. Nashi go me na de la. Nashi the toden go me de yi ba. Kana le. Okay, I saw you here. Oh yeah, this one. This is Amdong in Amdo, but Amdongawa in a Sichuan province, Abatu Sichuan province, one of the biggest Pombo monastery in Tibet now. Okay, so it's about 1,000 monks living still here. And there is another big monastery in Tibet, you know. Oh, oh yeah. This is that one, Nangshi Gomba, and this is another monastery. This is a one of the famous monastery, and who is following the Sharja Rinpoche's order. This is very famous lamas and famous monasteries. It's one of the biggest two monasteries in Tibet now, Nangshi Gomba and Nangshi Monastery in Togden. Mary and others are holy and important, but in capacity ways, the largest Pombo monasteries now in Tibet is these two, the Nangshik and the Togden. Okay, I think we're done.